Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Brian. I have pickups from Walmart, Amazon, and a local thrift store that I just came back home from. So let's just dive right in and I'll show you everything I picked up. The first two titles are from Walmart. I went to Walmart, was it, I think it was Friday before work. And I just got bored, so I wanted to see what they had, anything that I wanted to pick up still that I haven't picked up yet, and I got two titles. The first title here is a Shudder exclusive that I wanted to check out. I've been hearing mediocre reviews, some good reviews, so figured I'll pick it up and check it out. There was not a Blu-ray release of this film, so I had to settle for DVD, which is fine. It is The Cleansing Hour. This is put up by RLJE Films from 2019. It is 95 minutes. It is about these two guys, Max and Drew. They run a popular webcast that streams live exorcisms, watched by millions across the globe, but in reality it's all a big hoax. They have paid actors and everything's great until during one staged exorcism, an actual demon possesses one of the actors and everything goes to hell. And the audience continues to grow online, and then the demon, I guess, puts them through challenges, threatening to expose their dark secrets they've been hiding from each other unless they come clean and reveal that they're imposters before the show is over. So can't wait to check this out. It stars Ryan Guzman, Kyle Gallner, Alex Angelis, and it's directed by Damien Levick. And I'm familiar with one of the artists that does the music for this movie. Sean, I guess I see his last name is Bevan, and Juliette Bevan. Sean used to work with Trent Reznor and Marilyn Manson back in the day, so that's pretty awesome. Can't wait to check that out. The second title is something that, I love shark movies. I'm sure a lot of other people love these cheesy shark movies that they put out pretty much every month, it seems. I had to pick up Sky Sharks. This is a movie about zombie Nazis and flying sharks. What more could you really want, right? Basically, 75 years after World War II, an Arctic research team discovers the Himmelsfaust, which is a colossal Nazi warship thought to be long lost. And then they find they find the Third Reich's base for a weapon like no other, which obviously are the Sky Sharks. So yeah, these flying beasts were created to prevent the downfall of the Third Reich, but now they seek revenge and claim their final victory, taking down the whole world with them in the process if they can. Definitely can't wait to check this out because it stars Tony Todd, you know, the Candyman, Amanda Burse from Married with Children and Fright Night. And I believe I heard that Diana Prince is in this film as well. So that's pretty cool. So I definitely can't wait to check this one out. Okay, next up is my Amazon pickups. I had 4, but I had to return one because the slipcover was totally damaged, and I was very, I'll just say I was very upset about it. But they are sending me a replacement, so I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a mint slipcover this time. But anyway, let's go over the other 3 pickups that I got from Amazon. The first title is basically an upgrade for me. I have it on a multi-pack from Mill Creek on DVD. and this is the Blu-ray put out by Mill Creek. It is Pulse. I remember enjoying this film when I watched it a couple years back. This is from 1988, 92 minutes long. Stars Cliff D. Young, Roxanne Hart, and Joey Lawrence. Whoa! Oh, I remember him from, I think it was Blossom, right? The TV show Blossom from the early 90s. Basically, this is about electricity taking over your house, from what I remember. So it says, in today's world of modern conveniences, everything we rely on is run by electricity. But what happens if the power we take for granted turns against us? I guess there's an old man that knows everything that's going on. Of course, there's always the one guy or one person in the movie in the 80s that knew something was going to happen. And of course, this one's an old man. He claims electricity is a living presence whose voice can only be silenced by getting rid of anything that can hear it. So yeah, I remember basically it turns everything in the house against the family. There's the family right there. So definitely looking forward to checking out the Blu-ray and seeing how clean it is compared to the DVD. Okay, the next two pickups. One is a complete animated series from, what year is this from? 1969. Yeah, 1969. I've seen a few episodes here and there. I remember actually watching the live action series from the late 90s into the early 2000s, I want to say. This is the original animated series of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, put out by Archie Comics and Universal. This is 31 episodes, and it's a little over 10.5 hours worth of, basically it follows an ordinary teenage girl with an extraordinary secret. She's a witch. And she gets help through high school with her aunts Hilda and Zelda, who are also witches. And then, of course, her cat, Salem. Everybody knows the story about this one. But, can't wait to dive in and watch this again. And the last pickup from Amazon is a 6 feature set. I saw this at Walmart like right before Christmas, and I didn't pick it up, and I couldn't find it for the longest time, but I'm glad I waited because I found it on Amazon for a little bit cheaper. We have the Ultimate Sci-Fi Movie Marathon 6 movie set of androids, aliens, and the Fountain of Youth. We get the Android Affair, It Came from Outer Space 2, which I actually own the first one on Blu-ray. Deep Red, not the Deep Red you're thinking of. It is not the Dario Argento film. Evolution's Child, Night Visitors, and Control Factor. The Android Affair is about a young female intern falls for a robot used for surgical practices. Can she face operating on her android love, or will she risk her career to help him escape? That's PG-13, 86 minutes. It doesn't say what year it's from. It Came from Outer Space 2. Man battles body snatchers. Aliens take over the minds and bodies of a small town's residents, where a brave photographer finds himself the sole survivor and ultimate savior. PG-13, 88 minutes. Yeah, none of these say what year they're from. Deep Red, Girl is Bloody Fountain of Youth. When the secret to immortality is discovered in a young girl's alien-altered blood, a detective must save her from a mad scientist out to exploit the lucrative fountain of youth. Rated R for violence, 85 minutes. Evolution's Child, My Dad Was a Caveman. After accidentally artificially inseminating a woman with sperm from a Bronze Age caveman, a doctor must protect the secret of the supernatural power child's ancestry. That one's not rated, 88 minutes. This one is the one I really wanted to see, the one that really sold me on it. Night Visitors, My Brother's Secret Box of Aliens. A grad student finds herself on the run from nefarious agents with her young nephew in tow. After discovering that her dead brother had stolen top secret evidence of alien existence from a government lab. Not rated, 90 minutes. And then the last title on here is Control Factor, Thinking Can Kill You. When a voice in his head orders him to kill his wife, a man must race to stop a government mind control plot and save the free will of a nation. Not rated, 88 minutes. I can't wait to dive in and check out all 6 films, especially Night Visitors. You know, I love me some aliens. Okay, last but not least, I have 6 titles that I picked up from another local thrift store that I don't go to very often because most of the time they usually don't have a lot. They just have common titles. But I found quite a few titles that I was interested in. First, we have these are all DVDs, by the way. They had a few Blu-rays, but they were mostly common stuff, so I passed on them. First up, we have a film from 1994. I believe it's a thriller. From Artisan Home Entertainment from 1994. 110 minutes. We have The Last Seduction. Starring Linda, I can never say her last name right, Fiorentino, and Peter Berg, J.T. Walsh, Bill Nunn, and Bill Pullman. This was directed by Barnholt. Oh no, it's distributed. Directed by John Dahl. I don't know why this was weird, but whatever. It's got some weird writing here, it's throwing me off. Anyway, this is about Linda's character, Bridget. She seems to have it all: beauty, intelligence, and a marriage to Clay, who's played by Bill Pullman. He's a wealthy physician, but everything isn't enough for her. This doesn't make any sense here. It says, but everything isn't enough for Bridget, who persuades her husband to make dirty deals on prescription drugs and then runs with the profit. Now incognito in a mid-American small town, Bridget draws a naive local, played by Peter Berg, into a smoldering affair. Passion, greed, revenge force a desperate triangle between the three as Bridget draws her annoying victims deeper into her web of deadly deceit. I haven't really heard much about this film. I know a few people posted about it here and there on Instagram, but I haven't really heard much about it. But inside you have the little chapter index, and the artwork on the disc is the same as the front of the cover. There's Linda right there. The only thing bad about this is basically the plastic on the outside is gone, except for the little piece here. I don't know what happened to it, but whatever. Alright, next title, we have The Gathering with Christina Ricci. I've heard this is a really good early 2000s film. Don't recognize anyone else in the cast. We have Ian Gruffud, I gotta say that, Stephen Delane, Carrie Fox, Simon Russell Beale. Directed by Brian Gilbert from 2001. Christina Ricci stars in this spine-tingling supernatural thriller about an American backpacker in rural England whose life takes a turn for the worse after a car accident. During recovery, she is befriended by a researcher studying a buried first-century church embedded with images of Christ's crucifixion. She begins to have horrific visions of the townspeople and their deaths. Is the town cursed, or are her visions spirits from the unearthed church grasping for life? So that looks pretty cool. This is a Genius Products release, and of course it's put out by the Weinstein Company, unfortunately. But anyway, we want to talk about that. Yeah, basic artwork on the disc, same as the cover. Up next, we have, I believe this is a comedy, romantic comedy, starring Reese Witherspoon and Paul Rudd. And doesn't say anyone else in here. I'm sure there's a bunch of other famous people in here. Anyway, this is Overnight Delivery. This is from 1997, I believe. It's in Roman numerals. Put out by New Line Cinema. When college guy Wyatt Trips, played by Paul Rudd, thinks his high school sweetheart is cheating on him, he and Ivy, played by Reese Witherspoon, she is a new friend of his, and so they send his girlfriend the world's most disgusting poison pen letter via overnight delivery. But when Wyatt gets home, he is in for a shocking surprise. His girlfriend's message explains that she hasn't been unfaithful after all. So now he has 24 hours to get the letter back without any repercussions and her not knowing about it. I think I've seen this before, but I'm not totally sure. But, I can't wait to check it out either for the first time or just reliving it. Got the little insert in here with the scene selection on the back. And the disc is basically an envelope stamp. I believe I've seen it before, but I don't remember it. Next up, we have I guess this is a family comedy. Still brand new, factory sealed. Can't really get a good rub on it. There you go. This is called A Plum Summer. From 2009, put out by Paramount. 101 minutes, rated PG. Basically, this is about a small town is torn apart after famous TV puppet Froggy Doo is frognapped. Get it? Frognapped. And held for ransom. The movie tells the remarkable tale of two young brothers, Elliot and Rocky Plum, and their new neighbor, Haley, who go head-to-head with the FBI in order to crack the case and get their beloved Froggy Doo back on the air, all the while becoming local heroes and best friends. I don't know. I picked it up because it looked kind of silly, but, as far as the cast goes, we have William Baldwin, Henry Winkler, Lisa Guerrero, Brenda Strong, Owen Pierce, Morgan Flynn, Peter Scolari, Rick Overton, Tim Quill, and Chris I can't say it. I think it's Italian. Massalia. And narrated by and the whole thing's narrated by Jeff Daniels, so that's pretty cool. Directed by Caroline Zelder. So, pretty interesting. The next pickup is a live concert from, what year is this from? The official release was 2009, but the concert itself was recorded in 2005. This band holds really dear to me because one of the bass player in this band died early on in the pandemic. Adam I can't ever say his last name right. Schlesinger. We have Fountains of Wayne live in Chicago. Everybody knows at least one song from this band, Stacy's Mom. But I've known them for a long time. I pretty much got into them when I started hearing Red Dragon Tattoo on the radio back in the day. How many songs are on here? 16 songs from the actual live show live from Chicago, and then they have 5 extra acoustic performances. I'm not sure if it was from the same show or not. I don't think so. It doesn't say, but it might have been the same show. But yeah, I really enjoyed Fountains of Wayne music, and Adam was just such a great artist. This was put out by Shout Factory, and just Shout Factory. So, pretty cool. And the last title here is actually, I think I want to call it a TV show. Yeah, we'll call it a TV show. It only lasted, I think, 1 season, and I vaguely remember it from 2000, 2001. This one is also still brand new, factory sealed. This is Comedy Central's TV Funhouse, put out by Paramount and Comedy Central. This is from 2008. Basically, for centuries, futurologists anticipated the advent of the year 2000 and the bounty of innovations it would bring. As it turned out, 2000's shit was pretty weak. That's what it says. And they didn't even have iPods or SARS. Only the series Comedy Central's TV Funhouse delivered on the promise of the new millennium. That the series was not a rating smash was merely a byproduct of it being so far ahead of its time. Anyone used to seeing puppets sodomizing real animals on the average must-be-seen sitcom might be surprised to discover the idea originated on Comedy Central's TV Funhouse. Created by Robert Smigel. It's basically, this was part of, I believe, Saturday Night Live, I want to say. Comments down below if I'm wrong on that, but I believe this was part of that. Because I think Saturday Night Live was on Comedy Central at one point. I know it's on NBC now, but I believe it was on there at one point or another. So yeah, and I remember Robert Smigel was part of Comedy Central and Saturday Night Live. So yeah, that is everything for now until I get my my one Blu-ray from Amazon. I should be getting that on Tuesday. But I'll put that in my Tuesday video if I decide to go out and find anything that I don't even know what comes out on Tuesday. I gotta do some research, but that is everything I've gotten today over the last week. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.